Hey everybody. It's been a while. So a couple things I need to catch you up on. Um, yes, Daniel is now a toddler because something actually happened um in which I was about to go on vacation. So I recorded a whole bunch of episodes, and I'm really disappointed that this happened, by the way, because they were pretty good episodes. Um, but my game crashed, and then when I refired up the game, because my game crashed, I lost like everything. So I deleted, all the footage that I had, and I started over. Um, and when I started over, I didn't restart Fraps, so I was talking to myself for probably a good hour and a half with no like with no footage being recorded. And to be fair, I was really embarrassed. So, um, I was really embarrassed. But I was really mad that I lost the footage because, when, uh, when Jason was at work, um, I had Kana throw a party because I'm just like, you know what, we don't do a whole lot. So I'm just gonna throw a party for no good reason. So I did, and then I realized that none of our stereos were working. Like, all of our stereos were broken. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just have Connor repair one of the stereos. I had her repair this one. So she went to repair the stereo, got herself electrocuted, caught on fire, went to put herself out, and the stereo caught on fire, and then everything else started catching fire. And all the guests had already arrived. So there were like all these guests like gathered around here screaming about the fire, and because there's no fire alarm over here, and why would there be? Because it's the living room. The fire department wasn't coming, so I had to call the fire department because none of the Sims were going to extinguish the fire, and Connell wasn't gonna do it. So, it burned down, and this whole area was like black sorry, because the stereo caught fire, and I don't know. I just thought that was funny. And I was really embarrassed because I don't think that's ever happened to me before, is that like a sim caught on fire trying to repair the stereo. But that was really exciting, and I'm really mad um, that it went the way it did and that I didn't get any of the footage, because that was some pretty funny footage, to be completely honest. Um, but as I was saying, I did go on vacation, which is why I was gone for so long, I guess. But that was only for 5 of the days that I've been gone. Since then, like, immediately after I came back from vacation, I'm just like, I suddenly got really tired of my dad just, you know, he's been, you know, just, I don't know, I got really tired of him, so I ended up quitting my job and moving out of his house. Um, did I not tell you to teach him how to walk? Because I'm like 95% sure that I did. Have fun, Kana. Have fun at work. Um, I didn't have them make another baby yet. I did give Kana fertility as well. I don't know if that was something that was recorded or something that was lost, but I gave her fertility as well. So, this time, this time we'll get a female. So, yeah, obviously you're not gonna throw that great of a party because... And the funny thing was is that the party that I threw and everyone, and the stereo caught fire. Like, everyone left, and they're like, wow, that was a great party. And I'm like, really? Because I'm like 90% sure that the stereo caught fire, and it wasn't a good party. I don't think Hank Goddard is in this neighborhood, but thank you. Oh, yes, and also I did pre-order, Into the Future. I almost called it Back to the Future. Um, I did pre-order Into the Future, so when that comes out in, like, what, 11 days? Something like that. When it comes out in a couple weeks, I will have that. Also the pre-order package. I think that what actually made me pre-order it, like, actually convinced me. I'm like, oh my god, there's cryostasis. There's a cryostasis module in the pre-order package, and I'm like, I gotta have it. I have to have it. It has cryostasis. If I get tired of a sim, I don't have to, I don't have to send him off to boarding school. I could put him in cryostasis. How cool would that be? I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm pretty excited for that expansion. Which sounds really dumb because you know, of all the expansions I could be excited for, why would I be excited for um, Into the Future? But it just looks really, really cool. I think the concept is really neat. And I'm really disappointed that so many people are like, no one wants these stupid concepts, like these are stupid concepts. I don't know why anyone would want these. And it's like, I like the concepts that they come up with it on their own. I'm really, I have like this mental thing against fan service. Like, the more you try to please your fans, and the thing is, fan service is obviously necessary. You have fans and you have to cater to them. But like, the moment you start catering to your fans' every whim, and like, oh, maybe I did make her pregnant. Oh, I did. Oh dear. So that's a thing. Sorry. I guess I did that off camera. Okay. No, no, no. I remember doing that. Hello. Wow. Anyway. Also, it's winter. uh. How about you stop this and go eat, and then Kana can take over, because she is better, better equipped status-wise to teach to walk. Or just don't know. Oh yeah, like, once you start catering to your fans' every whim, I mean, you notice when the developers aren't having fun playing anymore, or not playing, developing anymore, because it's like the things just start getting lazy. Like, Generations, while it was a very good expansion pack, it was 100% fan service, so you didn't really get, you didn't really get a whole lot of content. You got a lot of, what are you doing? That's like directly between your legs. Are you okay? Okay. Not yet. No, no, no. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. But like, you didn't get a whole lot of content from that package because it was just kind of like, here's a bunch of stuff that you guys wanted, whatever. Have this, pack full of just stuff that you wanted. So, and while that's well and good, I I don't think that's... I don't know. I like it better when they exercise their imagination. I mean, World Adventures was, the first expansion for The Sims 3, and it was a wonderful expansion, and I still love it. Um, and I'd like to, um, I like to play it, and I don't play it as often anymore, obviously, but like, when I used to play it, it was so much fun, and like I usually say, it took me a couple of years to discover everything that expansion had to offer, because it was that, you know, complex. And so, like, after World Adventures, people started saying, "Oh, we want our vampires back. We want open to business back," or things like that. So Ambitions and Late Night came out, and those were very good as well. Late Night better than Ambitions, I think. My personal opinion. Um, because Ambitions was quite good, but I tend to use Late Night much more. The content is definitely was definitely better for me. But like, when people stopped complaining about, because, and you could see the trend in what in their fan service, because people were like, okay, now we've got, they're obviously listening to us. Now we've got, Late Night, and now we've got Ambitions. We want Magic, and we want College back, and we want, you know like, Seasons back. And then you started to see Seasons, and you saw Supernatural, and then you saw, you know and this is in no particular order, by the way. I'm just kind of throwing things out there. But like, and it was good, and all that stuff was really, really, all those expansions, especially Supernatural. Supernatural was really, really good, because they took the magic part and they expanded it to something that was more all-encompassing, such as Supernatural. Um, and I really, really liked that, because, they took the fan service and then they created it into something that was both unique and what the fans wanted. So I don't know. I actually don't know what my point is. I like fan service to a certain extent, but when you overdo it, Generations, I wasn't a fan of Generations because it was just too much fan service at once. But I guess, I'm not the developer, so I really don't have, it's not my choice to put things through that. But then there's a certain amount of, the thing is with fan service, and I know this episode's gone on for way too long. I just I have to finish my ranting before I start a new episode. Also, it's raining really hard here. I don't I don't think you can hear it, but man, it is raining hard. I can't hear it because I'm wearing headphones, but it looks just absolutely brutal out there. Anyway, like, you can only do fan service to a certain extent, because, say that, there's a certain point where you have to say, I just don't care. And so, like, but the thing is, since you've been doing fan service, the fans start to think that, hey, because, the Sims developers have been listening to us, we can whine louder, and if we whine loud enough, then they'll give us what we want. And that it doesn't really work that way, because you hear people saying, oh, that dog is still there. That dog is still there! The cat dog! Oh dear God, what just happened? Oh, that was me just mousing over it. By the way, I call this guy the cat dog because from a distance he looks like a cat, but he's actually a dog. Um, But he's been stuck there for days. I'm wondering why he isn't dead yet. Um, but um, yeah. So like now you see like with the Sims 4, with the Sims 4 coming out, there are people like, I don't like the style, and like I don't like the hair, and it's like, it's so late in the development at this point. I mean, it's not like super late in the development, but it's late enough in the development that they can't change their stylistic choice. Like they just can't. Like they I mean, I guess they could do something with the hair if they really put their minds to it, but like honestly, I don't care that much about the hair. Like I know people like I know a lot of people that, and by know a lot of people, I mean I've observed a lot of people who, buy different meshes and get different like really cool hair. And, I just buy the stuff that's in the store because I just don't care about their hair. I don't. I mean, it does obviously impact um, what kind of person they look like, but all in all, it's just hair. And it's okay if you want meshes and you want your Sims to look, perfectly beautiful, but I just don't feel like, for me, it's not an important thing. I want to play a game that's fun. I don't care if my I don't care if my sim is perfect. If I'm having fun, if I can play the game and it's not glitchy, if I can play the game and it's not, you know, and my computer can run it, that's not how this works. Just put your child in the goddamn crib. For fuck's sake, what is wrong with you? What is happening? Okay. You are not becoming pregnant, but becoming not unpregnant. Um, I forgot my point actually, so I'm actually going to leave you guys in suspense. Not really, you know what's happening. But I have to end the episode because I should have ended the episode like 10 minutes ago. That's an estimate, not an exact number. But I'm gonna see you guys later, and I'll pick up my rant next time. See you later. Bye.